My hair is sticking up. I mean, it's like I'm a complete mess.
Oh my God,
I'm a mess this morning. I am a
my
mess.
hair was not even
Look,
thinking
my
about
God.
anything today.
Wow, I am a mess this morning. Yes, we are. Hi, Eileen. Hi. Hi, everybody.
People are trickling. Okay, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on this whole whistleblowing Ukrainian this thing that's blown up that now is the new thing to try to bury Donald Trump with.
Yeah.
So
you guys, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I was telling.
There's a lot going on.
I was telling Mock this morning. I was like, I don't know how Trump is even doing this anymore. Did I just hit you?
No.
I'm sorry.
You didn't hit me.
I don't know how Trump is even doing this president thing anymore. I would be like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to being rich. Screw all y'all.
Yeah,
I would be done. I just wouldn't have the strength anymore to do it because he used to be rich and just, I'm not saying he's not rich now, but there are actual people on the left who are like, oh, he's benefiting financially from this. No, he's not. He's not. He's not like the Obamas who got like a, $500 million Netflix deal out of it or whatever. I mean, they benefited financially from the presidency. I mean, he was a community freaking organizer before he got to be president. And now he's loaded and he's living on the beach, even though he believes in climate change. And they've got this gigantic mansion. Trump is not benefiting financially from this. He gets beat up every single day, as evidenced by what we're seeing.
Right. So anyway, the big, if you haven't heard, the big hullabaloo. There are these accusations, or there's a whistleblower, someone in the intelligence community, we don't know who, came forward and filed an official complaint. That they were concerned about comments that were made on a call between President Trump and another world leader. And now the pieces of the puzzle are starting to unfold, I guess. And now the suspicion is that the call in question was to the president of the Ukraine, and that the complaint is that Trump allegedly told the president of the Ukraine that he would be withholding resources and military funding that was promised to the Ukraine unless the Ukrainian government investigated Joe and Hunter Biden, ostensibly with the purpose of coming up with dirt that would help Trump in his re-election campaign. So that's what everybody's freaking out about. And Giuliani was on with Chris Cuomo last night, and
Fredo,
he didn't do well, you guys. It was just kind of a massive half-hour fight.
It became a cat fight. It just became a really nasty, and it was really tough to watch.
Yeah, it's not.
It became nasty. It just became I feel like it became a microcosm for how the country is right now. Don't you think?
Yeah, where people are just constantly bickering and just mean,
bitching at one another. It just became a bitch fest, and it was like, can we just not? Can we just not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad. And listen, I don't know. Nobody knows for sure. And now Adam Schiff is all pissed off because the Justice Department has basically said Congress doesn't have any need to know about the transcript of that call. It doesn't involve Congress, and therefore we're not going to release the transcripts to you. And so Adam Schiff is losing his mind over that. And all of it sounds very sketchy and weird. And Trump's response to it was to tweet, "Does anyone think I would be dumb enough to say anything inappropriate?" And I was like, dude, you say inappropriate things every day.
Like, do you know who you are? do you know who you are? Which is, listen, I love him for that. I love him for all the inappropriate things. I do.
But maybe that wasn't the best way to deny what was going on. I don't know. He could, I mean, fair point. Like, he knows that people are listening in on the calls, that they're transcribing the calls. So why would he say something outright wrong, knowing that? So he has a point there, right? Yeah. Beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Rob.
Are you a Georgia chearleader?
No, I'm all decked out.
Getting ready
big game.
She's getting ready to
Are
go.
you banging one of the players?
She's getting ready to go to a tailgate.
I mean, look at her shoes.
I know. She's got Georgia shoes, you guys. It's out of control.
Wow. You're super flexible.
Out of control. She's very bendy. Yeah. Oh my
Are these
God.
horse shorts?
No, these are very respectable length.
No, they're definitely horse shorts.
I mean, they're mid-thigh.
They're horse shorts.
These are totally respectable.
She's
I
got
can't
her horse
show 'em.
shorts on.
These are very respectable.
You better
length.
not get on up there because you're going to show things you don't want to show. Your horse shorts.
Anyway, that's all the time we're going to spend on that because
Yeah, because I can't.
Yeah,
I just
we'll talk
can't.
about it
It's
on our
Friday and I
actual
can't. Do you guys?
radio
It's Q&A
show.
day, and we just want to have some fun. Do you guys? Have
But
any-
let me before the questions start coming, I need to address a complaint and a question that we're getting a lot lately. So people are saying that when they go to our site, when they click a link from Facebook and they go to our site, they'll see a flash of a post and then it'll turn into a white page. And so what's happening, if that's happening to you, what's the most likely culprit is that your ad blocker and your browser are working in cahoots to not
She's doing the Pac-Man.
to not block ads, but to actually block content. Okay, and it's mostly ad blocker working with Chrome, so that tends to be where it happens the most. The easy solution is to just pause your ad blocker, refresh the page. It will probably work just fine, which leads us to the next question, which is people bitching about the ads. We get it. The ads suck.
Yeah, the ads suck. They suck.
They
all
suck
the monkey
all
balls.
the monkey
we
balls.
get it.
We
totally
know.
get it.
This is why we offer an ad-free subscription
But listen,
service.
you guys, we got to run a website. I mean, we have to. And things have sucked so hard over the past few years. You have no idea. And we could sit here and complain and tell you how bad things have sucked over the past 2 years. But they've just trust us on this. They've sucked. Okay.
And it's all because of Facebook.
I'm about to get a second job at Starbucks. I'm not even kidding. Okay, that's how bad they've sucked.
Facebook has really
Yeah.
been terrible.
It's been bad.
And
Yeah.
for all the trolls, because I see trolls that come on here too, and they're like, how maybe you
Right.
guys just suck, and it's not Facebook, and maybe you guys just really
No,
suck.
how about
we have actual data
Yeah.
that shows what our reach,
Yeah.
reach Facebook is allowing us to have versus the reach that we used to have.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy
And
data.
we really want to continue doing this, okay?
Right.
We want to continue doing this. We don't want to stop, and we don't plan on stopping. So in order to not stop, we've got to do what we got to do,
yeah.
you know?
So anyway, that's
that's that.
Hopefully that takes care of that.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like
Do
to
you guys have any
say?
questions? Do you have any questions?
Especially when there are viruses attached to the ads. That should never happen.
I know.
If you're seeing that happen, try to get a screenshot of
And-
what you're seeing and email it to chicks@wibc.com.
Yeah.
And then we'll take care of it.
And we will take care of it.
What do you say about de Blasio dropping out of the race? Did he drop out?
Did he drop out?
I hadn't even heard that.
Oh my God!
I have to
Did he
look.
drop out finally? Well,
Is
we
that
say
right?
we say yay! It's about freaking time.
Did he? I don't see it. Hang on.
Wait, I didn't. Somebody said something to me and I didn't see it. Somebody put Daisy. What? Yes, protect the electoral
Yes, he
college.
did. He dropped out.
Hell yeah, de Blasio finally dropped out. We'll talk about that on the show today. Yes. Somebody said something. Somebody wrote my name. and
We
I
only
didn't
see, like,
the
one or
question.
two
They go
comments
really
at a
fast,
time.
you guys. I'm sorry. And I don't have my glasses on. Daisy shirt, protect the electoral college. I got this from Chic Politico. Chic Politico. They're on Instagram, and yeah, she.
Wow, de Blasio really is gone. That's awesome.
Hell, yeah, it's about time.
Oh my
like,
God.
he had a chance.
Seriously.
God, these people are delusional. Yes. Billy Crystal told him to clean up his city.
Really?
So, well, I mean, I guess if Billy Crystal told him to stop.
Now
and
he'll
that
listen because it's a celebrity.
That was the sign. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thank goodness Billy Crystal stepped in to save the day.
Thank you, James.
Yeah. Thank you, James. Dropping like flies. That's
Thank
very
you,
sweet. Thank you,
Kenneth.
Kenneth. That's so nice.
Very nice.
Anybody have questions?
Yeah, I mean, who writes your tweets? Well, sometimes
She's
it's just
a
a caption
tweeter.
that is automatically posted with a post, but I'm the one managing the Twitter account. So if there's somebody like fighting on Twitter, that's me.
Yeah, she's the Twitter and I'm the Instagrammer. So if anything you see on Instagram is mine, anything you see on Twitter is her.
How about Trudeau saying he has more pictures?
There's
out
a
there?
third one. Can you
At
believe
least
that?
he wouldn't even own up to there being like he's basically saying and there could be more.
And you know what? Listen, based on the left and how they've treated people in the past, like Megyn Kelly, he's got to go. Not that I agree with that. I'm just saying, based on their standards, bye.
Yeah, they're the ones that are making these rules.
They've set the standards.
Play by
so
your own rules.
Bye. He needs to go. He needs to go.
He's not gonna go though.
Hi, North Texas.
Did you see that he's like all, oh, I just didn't recognize my white privilege.
And now I get it. I totally get. Bye,
And
you
then
little
did you see-
manlet.
Did you see the town hall, you guys, where someone was like, so Could you like round how many times you've been in blackface?
Yeah.
Could you round it to the nearest 5?
Yeah, right.
And Trudeau was like, I'm not going to make light of this situation. Really?
Oh my
You're the one that's
I
like
mean, can you
obsessed with
even-
costumes.
Yeah,
You freak.
he should become governor of Virginia. These people are such hypocrites, I swear.
Who will be the Democratic nominee?
I think it's at this point. I don't know. I've always said it's going to be Biden, just because these people are predictable, and we've bet a burger at a strip joint here in Indy. Rob and I have, but he doesn't think it's going to be that. I don't know. At this point, Joe Biden is completely senile, and he's still ahead. And I can't believe I'm right about this, but he keeps messing. He has messed up more than I ever dreamed. And he's still ahead. I can't believe it. So it may.
You know, I heard on the news today, you guys, that they're predicting a brokered Democrat convention. That Biden and Warren and Bernie will still stay like in this split, so that none of them
into this.
so that no one will get enough of the support in order to get a majority, in order to like be the official nominee. So it'll be like this brokered convention, which would be bad, because then it'll definitely be Biden and Bernie will lose his mind.
Yeah, Eric said something about how Trudeau likes dressing up. Like he overcommits to costumes.
Totally.
And I said yesterday, I guarantee you, like behind closed doors, he dresses up as Marie Antoinette. Like he even puts on the white makeup and does like the wig. You know he does that, y'all.
For real.
He's that guy. Yeah,
For
and
real.
you know he has fishnets. You know he does. Y'all know it.
Oh, it's POWMIA Appreciation Day.
Is it? Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know that. I'm 62 and a dude. Good job.
All right, Richard. All right, way to go. Way to go on being 62. All right.
Bernie, what?
Bernie Black. Yeah.
I don't like you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I hate the babies.
Are your kids walking out to protest climate change?
Right.
No.
No. My kid is not. My kid is not.
Who's
going to
drop out first, Kamala or Beto?
I think it's probably going to be, God, I think I'm going to call Beto on that. Although they're both so damn stubborn.
Yeah. And
right?
mean. I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a tough one. They're both so stubborn.
But Beto keeps dropping in the polls because
he doesn't care. He's like, so you say there's a chance.
Hot topics today. Oh gosh, we have. I mean,
So
the
many.
blackface, this Ukraine thing. There's so much going on.
Yeah,
so much going on that we'll get to on our regular show, which is on
and
WIBC.com.
And in Speed, I think we're talking about how Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher had threesomes, because that's.
I don't want to know that.
Yeah, I don't think our audience really does either, but we're talking about that in Speed, I think.
How do you feel about the direction of the public school systems? Oh God,
don't
get us started.
It's crazy. It's
Out
crazy.
of
And especially
control.
since they're letting them have a day off for climate change. I mean, they're obviously leftists now. What if you don't believe in that garbage, you know? And if
Where's the balance?
There is no balance. What if I decided that I wanted my kid to take a day off for pro-life stuff? I mean, are they going to get an excused absence? I would say no. And so it's just not fair. Obviously, they're very left-leaning, and that disturbs me.
Oh, thank you for asking that, John. Will it help to click on the ads? Listen, if you're interested in an ad, click on it. You don't have to. It doesn't matter to us either way. As long as you allow ads on your page, that's the important thing that helps us. Whether you click through on them, that's up to you. That's entirely up to you.
Beto is an empty suit. And you know what? I think it's interesting. He's like, we're going to, take your guns away. And then if you don't give us your guns, we're going to buy back your guns, which I never bought my gun from the government. So I don't know how they're going to buy it back. Guns, plural, from the government. I don't know how they're going to buy them back. And then additionally, he's like, and then if you don't give them back to us willingly, then we're going to fine you, which I find interesting, coming from a guy who had, a hit and run. What else did he have? A burglary charge.
And he's a furry, so there's that.
Yeah, this guy. Really?
Yeah.
Beto?
Yeah, people call him a furry because of all of his weird. He's got a habit of
really
dressing in.
He's
some
that
weird
guy.
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, the guy's a criminal, so no. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get to. And
wouldn't
how
be
is he
able
going to find anybody? How's he going to know who to find?
Yeah.
Because he's got to have a way of going door to door. Good luck with that, Beto.
Yeah.
Do you think he's using this exposure to take another run against Cruz?
Well, if he's going to take another run against Cruz, I don't think this is going to work in Texas. I mean, because he can say that Texans want to actually cut their guns in half, but the guy's so full of crap, you guys. so full of crap. Because when he did run against Cruz, he was actually saying, I mean, he's on record saying, we don't want to take your guns. I mean, AR-15s are fine. And when he ran against Cruz, that's what he was saying. Now he's saying, we want to take your guns. So it's going to be a whole different story if he decides to do that again in Texas.
And he's lying about ARs and AK-47s being used on the battlefield. Show me a battlefield where those are used.
Yeah.
He's such an idiot. What would you say to O'Rourke if he showed up at your door to try and take guns?
What would I say? There wouldn't be a lot
I'd
of
be
talking.
like, bye.
There wouldn't be a lot of talking. Yeah.
Please see the Constitution. Bye. They use your they use your tax money to buy your guns back from you.
Yeah. I didn't buy them from the government. There's no buyback. It's called confiscation. The way that they actually phrase that is the biggest bunch of bull crap. It's not buyback. It's confiscation. And Molan Labe. Yeah.
Happy birthday to the United States Air Force.
Oh, that's so cool. We have to say that on the show today.
There's so many things going on today.
I know. Totally.
All right. What time is it? Okay, we've got like 3 more minutes.
Yeah, I don't even.
Anybody have any other questions? Why does public school policy now resemble Hitler Youth indoctrination? It is very sad. It's very sad, Caroline.
It is. You know, because they should be learning actual subjects rather than like, you know, gender pronouns.
Make sure that you're, you know, looking at your kids' lesson plans and all that stuff, because I am like a hawk about that stuff. I need to see every homework assignment, everything that they're like reading. I got to know all of that, and so do you. I mean, just make sure that you're on it.
Because they're starting to teach climate change and stuff like that in the schools, and it's like, why are we doing this? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Thank you. Somebody said that they liked the podcast from this week. I thought it was pretty good.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it's like bring the dudes back. Y'all should listen to it. Subscribe if you haven't, because it actually, I mean, not to toot our own horn, but it was pretty... It was a pretty good one this week, yeah.
It was a good one. And now if you don't know how to do that, if you go to our website, there's a cartoon picture of us on the right, and you click on it, and then there's all kinds of, you can actually listen to it right there. Just hit the play button, because there's a player right in that page. Or you can click in on any of the links that also tell you how to subscribe.
Yeah, somebody said that Colt has caved and they're going to stop making the civilian model of the AR. Listen, I don't think that they caved because of pressure. I think they caved because it's just the market is really saturated. Honestly, okay. I know that liberals are seeing that as a huge win, and they're like, "Oh my God, Colt isn't manufacturing the AR anymore. We won."
Really?
Yeah, they're not. They announced that they're not going to be making the AR anymore. But I think it's because the market is so saturated. Like everybody's making the AR now. So I don't see that as a win for liberals. I just see that as it's just a manufacturer. They're going to focus on making more handguns, and so you know.
Right, so they're like just making their own new niche.
Yeah, I mean that's just like what they do best. You know, so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We probably need to go.
We do.
So we forgot yesterday's hug.
We didn't do a hug, you guys. Bring it in. Bring it in. It's a hug. It's a hug. You guys have a fantastic weekend. We will talk to you on Monday. Bye.